Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Eleni Tsigarida, and I certainly hope that this event is worthy of your valuable time. Because, as we're going to discover, time is priceless. Well, it is a common fact that we're quite under the impression that we have ample time in our hands. The big question is, even if deep down we know that we don't, why do we keep trying to convince ourselves that we do? The truth is, we have always been taking time for granted. A fun fact is that no other species in nature as lazy as us. We always put off what we can do today, hoping we can do it tomorrow. And let's be honest here, in the end, we never actually do a lot of it. Here's an example regarding young people. The vast majority of teenagers systematically procrastinate doing their homework. They always find excuses and they keep telling themselves that it's okay, I'm gonna do it later or tomorrow. And what's the case for adults? Well, they share the same reactions with adolescents. They wait to do something the very last minute or make big plans but never materialize them. This has to change for both teens and adults. If we are to stick to this highly counterproductive strategy, we will never be able to accomplish anything, and we will probably miss out on some great opportunities. Let me now give you one more example. When we're still very young, we are very eager to explore the world. We make so many dreams, which in the long run, we might not even try to accomplish. But how many of you at that young age do you remember yourselves looking forward to growing up so you could make all of those big dreams come true? And now that you're a grown-up, do you feel that you have made all of those big dreams come true? Have you explored the world to the extent you initially wished? How many of you have accomplished most of your goals? Please raise your hand if you haven't really. Okay. Well, what are you waiting for? Why do you keep making excuses? I have work. I have my own problems that I have to solve. I don't have time. I will find time later. When is that later and how long does it take? The clock is ticking. You and I don't have much time to waste. Please find time for your beloved ones, find time for yourself, and find time for your dreams. Don't worry, I'm going to help you. Together, here, we're going to find a solution. So, first things first, you need to realize that you worry on things you shouldn't, and as a result, you end up spending a lot of energy and time on unnecessary things. Let us have a closer look at the way we allocate time in a day, leaving out working hours. So, here's a diagram of all the hours in a day and how we spend them according to the experts. Whoa, not so wisely, right? Tip number 1, you should plan tomorrow at the end of today. More specifically, you should plan all of your weekdays on Sunday because for most of us, Sunday is a day off and we have more free time to do this sort of planning. Why shouldn't you plan tomorrow on weekdays? Because you're probably busy working and you have other things to worry about and get distracted by. Tip number 2, you should set 1, 2, or 3 goals that you want to succeed in a year. Not 7 or 8. Just take it easy because if you pursue several goals simultaneously, you will probably feel overwhelmed and confused. Lastly, you have to add the word routine to your life. In this way, you will have a well-structured day and a year plan, and you can accomplish your goals more effortlessly and without a fail. You know, these tips have definitely changed my life for the better too. You see, there was a time when I was struggling at my school. So much work to be done, and I thought I didn't have much time for all of that. But believe me when I say this, these tips were a lifesaver for me. So I hope that each one of you has found my suggestions useful and that from now on you're going to try to make time for all of the things you would love to do. I hope that I have helped you realize that your time is priceless and you should plan it wisely in order to make out the most of it. Thank you for all your attention.
Σε ευχαριστώ.